Now, today, the sort of themes are that it is eclipse season. We've just entered into a phase over the next 2 weeks where the energies are quite intense. And a lot of people, what this is doing is raising a lot of anxiety in people, and it's bringing up a lot of emotional upheaval. So definitely our practice today is going to be centered around instilling a sense and anchoring in a sense of safety in our body and sort of grounding our energy. But also it's a time where over the next couple of weeks, we're really being called to take really conscious about the timeline. So aligning yourself to your very highest possible outcome for yourself, like sort of stepping in your sort of soul's mission, or really expanding and being present in your heart. So we're going to incorporate a little bit of heart work into the practice as well. So I think that kind of covers. How have you been, Lise? Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
you're on mute.
No, that's right. I'm muting because of the dogs. I've been good. Still, just trying to, like what you're saying, just really trying to have more boundaries for myself in place.
Yeah.
I just know I need to reserve my energy for my work that takes a lot of my energy, but I just trying to balance that out. So that's been my biggest thing. I've been trying to just figure out what works for me. So I resonate at the moment. But other than I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. And it is a constant, it requires constant awareness of our energy and our frequency. And this is why, one of the reasons why I've created this practice portal, because it's about us learning how to tune in and eventually being able to do it in every micro moment, where we're really, really conscious and aware of the frequency within and of our own personal boundaries, because things are always changing. And it quite often it can be very easy for us to just not see that perhaps a boundary is getting crossed. It might happen by accident. We might get a little tired, or a little bit distracted, or whatnot. And so it can happen very easily. But it's 11:31, so we're going to be nice and on time. So we'll get started with the practice. We're going to begin standing up, and we're going to make our way back down to the ground as we move through the practice. The only prop you'll need today is just any cushion. I've just got like a big cushion off the back of my lounge. We're going to do a little bit of heart opening with that. So if you just need a moment to grab that, and then just find yourself in a nice comfortable position, sort of standing. All right. So just take a few moments here. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. I will guide you with the verbal cues. And of course, there isn't really a right or wrong. It's your own expression of the practice. It's all about tuning in and feeling that energetic vibration within you. So just letting the hands rest in the Anjali Mudra, the prayer position. Just resting on the sternum, the thumbs resting on the sternum. Let the shoulders relax. And just observe your posture. Notice, how does the heart feel? How does the heart feel positioned? How does the head feel? And then I always find it's nice just to rebound through the legs. So just bending and straightening the legs, but not quite, don't fully straighten and lock in your legs. Just keep them a little bit bent several times, and just moving up and down, hoping to ground and anchor yourself. And then slowly just come back to your standing posture. So let's bring our hands down. So we'll take a few breaths first. So nice big breath in, expand into your belly. And then exhale through the mouth. And again, breathing in. Exhale. One more. This time we're going to make some sound. So the first breath is the ah. So breathing in. Ah. If you like, bring your hands to the sides so you can still feel your ribs breathing in. And then around the back, just sort of feeling the warmth of your hands on your kidneys, helping to sending that sort of love into our adrenals, into our kidneys. And then one final breath here, breathing in. Ah. Good. Now bring the hands to the heart, just at the front of the body. We're making the ooh sound. Breathing in. Ooh. And again, feel free to let the sound fluctuate a little bit. Ooh. 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 If you like, you can do the last one with your hands around the back or the sides. And then let's take our hands just up to the throat. And remember, when we do this, we're sort of looking for this like sort of soft vibration that we might feel, you know, through our hands, and noticing which part of the body we can feel that. So this time making the M sound, breathing in. And again. One more. And then bring the hands to the heart, back to Anjali Mudra. We're going to chant 3 Oms. Take a breath in. Ah. Pay attention to the beginning, the middle, and the end. Breathing in. Ah. Ah. Releasing the hands either side of the body. Just observe. Notice any sensation. Notice your awareness. Where is your awareness placed? Notice your breath. We're going to come now to the front of our mat and work through 3 sun salutes. So just nice, comfortable standing position here. And we're going to bring our hands back to the heart. And when you're ready, a little bend through the knees as we sweep the arms out, breathing in. And then stick the bottom out first as we start to fold down. You can have a little bend in your knees. Take them to the floor or to your knees. And then breathing in halfway pose. Nice long spine. And then as you exhale, step left foot back just a comfortable distance. Sweep with your arms, breathing into warrior 1. We're going to work with our cactus arms here, just a nice warming up variation. Breathing in, exhale, bend the elbows. Breathing in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Good. Take the hands up. Exhale to transition down to the ground. Swap your legs. Nice and grounded first through the feet. Then lift the arms. Breathing in. We come to our warrior 1. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As we breathe in here, you can kind of arch back a little bit to really open up down the front of the body there. One more. Good. Take the hands up. Exhale down to the mat. We step back to plank. Now you can use your knees here, depending on how your energy feels today. And in every case, always keep the head in line with the spine. Don't let the head drop down. And then when you're ready, take a breath in and exhale down to the floor. So we're going to work with baby cobra here. A little bit of activation through the buttocks, but lift and hover the hands off the mat. So breathing in, exhale. Now I'm going to do 10 fast ones. You're welcome to slow it down if you like. If you want to get a bit of energy into the heart and the lungs, we can move through this quite quickly. And do the 5 there. All right, let's push with our hands all the way up. Use your knees and then slowly come straight into your downward dog. All right, so pushing through the hands. Now let's bend one knee at a time so that we can slowly just release down the back of the body here. And then the other leg. That first stretch. And then when you feel ready, you can straighten both the legs. Breathing into the belly. And in this posture, we have all 4 points of the body evenly pressing away from the earth, pushing, providing resistance. pushing away from with the earth's gravity. And this feeds our body with life force energy. And we can pump that with our breath at the belly. All right, when you're ready, let's slowly walk our feet up to our heads. Nice and easy for the first round. Take another breath, halfway pose. And then exhale, forward fold. And slowly roll yourself up. Knees bent, rolling up, unfurl the spine. And then big breath, hands to the sky. And exhale back to the heart. Beautiful. Now, second round, a little bit of a tweak, a little bit of a difference. All right, let's take another breath in, hands to the sky. Exhale to fold. Coming into your forward fold. Inhale to halfway, nice long spine. And now step your left foot back, but we're going to take it further than before. So a nice big wide stance, and still turn your heel in, and then sweep with your arms up. So now we've got quite a big wide warrior, a little bit more intense than our last one. And you work within your own capacity. If it feels too wide, just bring it in a little. And this time we're going to practice holding. So you're welcome to modify arms. If you're feeling like there's a little bit too much stress on the body, you can take them into your cactus arms, or you can bring them up. Breathing into the belly. Feeling the power and the strength down through your legs. Good. All right, let's take a breath in. Exhale to the ground by swapping the legs. Nice big wide stance again. Hands up behind you, breathing in, warrior one. Softening into the shoulders. Nice gentle breath. Take breath in. Exhale down to the ground. Fingers nice and wide here. We're preparing ourselves to choose the knee option if you want to go a little kinder on yourself. But in every case, always trying to extend forward through the crown of your head, shoulders back. Good. All right, take a breath in and then exhale down to the ground. So Cobra 2, we're going to offer a little bit of a push with our hands. So breathing in, squeeze the buttocks, exhale. Let's just do 5 here. Breathing in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Very good. All right, let's push ourselves up. Tuck your toes, come into your downward dog, adjust your feet. Now remember, if you get tired in your downward dog, you can do the puppy dog variation, which is on the knees and walk the hands forward. Especially for the ladies that, or anybody that might have shoulder issues. Otherwise, just finding your happy place in your downward dog, connecting with the breath. And it actually becomes quite a relaxing posture. All right, let's slowly walk our feet back up to our hands. Take another breath halfway, straighten the legs here, and then exhale to fold. If knees bent, rolling yourself up, push away from the ground. Inhale, big circle, and exhale. Beautiful. We've got one more. This is our low lunge. Take a breath in. Exhale to fold. Inhale, nice long spine halfway. This time, step all the way back with your left foot, but come down onto the knee. So remember to have, if you like, you can pop a prop under that back knee, like a towel. All right, push into the front foot as you take the hands off, and then sweep up with the hands, pushing into that front leg. All right, and then we're gonna sweep, exhale here, and then inhale up. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Good. All right, let's keep that leg straight as we fold forward. All right. Now, just keep the left hand on your mat, and then we're going to take our right hand up to the sky. So opening up, nice little twist there. And try and work with your spine, extend through the spine. So imagine that you're trying to reach with the crown of your head. So see how we can sort of be a little bit collapsed, but if we reach and extend, it really activates the posture. Good, let's lower that top arm, swap our legs over. Find a nice big wide lunge again. And then just noticing, so lifting the hands, we feel that standing leg in front, taking the weight, we push to come up, and then exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more. And exhale, just take the hands down, keep the legs straight. Let's fold forward so that we've got right hand on the mat. And then open up into a twist here. Breathing into it. Very good. All right. Lower that hand down. So step into downward dog. Let's take a couple of breaths here. When we're ready, let's walk our feet forward. Take a breath halfway. Exhale to fold. Roll yourself up. Big breath in, hands to the sky. And then exhale back to the heart. So as you release this part of the practice, let's take our stance a little bit wider. And we're going to bring our hands into the anchoring practice. So that the hand mudra, I'll just come in a little closer so you can see we're keeping, trying to remember, so keeping the middle and the index thumb over the other two fingers, okay? So we're going to have our hands in, maybe runs through the legs so that we can activate the earth. So maybe do a couple of little squats here, so sort of bending into it, and really like get those muscles in your legs working. Just holding a little high squat there for a few, maybe even come up onto the tippy toes. And then lower it back down. Straighten the legs without locking the knees. Standing tall, if you like, you can close your eyes. Now I want you to just play around with the weight of your body over your feet. Just try rocking forwards and backwards. Just playing around with your center of gravity, your internal alignment, that place where we can find that natural ease of the body. So once you've shifted forwards and backwards a few times, find the middle, and then just go side to side. Now, finding the center. When you found the center there, just find that point right in the middle. Everything feels even. And we actually have our arms quite active and strong here. So I want you to imagine that you're kind of like making your arms rigid, and we're really like locking in the fingers the way they are. And I want you to also visualize that they're like two prong points anchoring down into the earth, sort of plugging into the earth's energy grid. And in your mind, you could visualize a mountain. I really love the sort of the mountains of like Kuroi and Pomona, because they've got that lovely triangle sort of shape. And in your third eye, just holding the vision of the mountain in your mind. And attune yourself to the qualities of strong and steady and stable. Nothing can budge. Nothing can shift this solid energy. And see if you can feel those qualities in yourself. And really feel at home and feel safe in your own body, knowing that your body is your temple. You're ready. You can slowly just soften the hands, release the posture. We're going to make our way down to the floor now and work with an earth sequence. So just coming onto your knees once again, for those of you that, you know, if the knees don't like being on the floor, just a towel or something underneath your knees. All right. Apart and bring hands together. And just like up to the sky. Exhale, bottom comes back first, and we're going to fold down to the ground and slide your hands forward. So we're coming into this melting heart posture. If you can, have your forehead resting on the mat, but if not, just finding that spot where it feels comfortable for you. I'm just taking a few breaths here. All right, and then slowly push forward so that we come into a little bit of a supported plank. You might need to walk your hands back in a little bit. And then slowly exhale, bring the buttocks back to the knees. And then you can slide the hands back down around coming into child's pose. And then slowly roll yourself back up. So we're going to go through that again. And this time I want you to tune in to some of the, maybe even just one, if you can think of like a limiting belief that you hold of yourself, something that might be arising for you at the moment in your life. It's a limitation, and often this is just a habitual pattern. That's a mind construct and it stops us from kind of living in our fullest expression. You know, so there's many different ways that we can do this. We can, you know, be really hard on ourselves. We can hold the core belief that I've got to work really, really hard for my money, and where I can wear, you can wear yourself out, and that becomes like a limiting belief. And that's just an example. So see if you can hold something in your heart. And we're going to use this little earth flow to try and send that belief down into the earth, and allow the earth energy to nourish and heal us, to be witness to that limiting belief, and to just know that we are held and nourished and supported, and that we've got the tools within us. We have the power to be able to work through those limiting beliefs and to not give them our power anymore. So we're going to imagine that we're letting the earth wash them away, and just, you know, not giving them any more power. So just hands at the heart. All right, coming up onto the knees, nice big breath in. And then exhale down to the ground. Here, as we rest the forehead, you can imagine that limiting belief is sinking down into the ground. And then slowly lifting up, sending the pelvis forward. Sweep the arms around behind. And in this posture, the solar plexus, our place of personal power, kind of gets a bit of a squeeze. We activate that part of us, our power center. And we allow the third eye to rest on the floor, grounding the energy. And when you're ready, slowly come back up. All right. So we're going to do a little squat now. Now, some of you might feel quite okay doing a squat without any supports. If you want to use your cushion, of course, you're always welcome. And remember that you can use the cushion for your heels, and or you could use it for your bottom. And for some of you that might be using a chair, if a deep squat like this is just a little bit inaccessible for you right now, just sit on your chair and take the knees, just as I have here, and just and just press your knees into your hands. This is also so gazing to the middle tops of the fingertips there of your hands, nice and long through the spine, breathing gently. If you like, you can close your eyes and just visualize the tips of your fingers. Imagine that you have roots, energetic roots, from the base chakra, the base energy center, down through the feet chakras. And those roots are sending all the way down the earth, through the layers of the earth, the rock, the dirt, lava, all the way to the center.
Liv, you've muted yourself. Can't hear you.
Thanks, Lise. I'm not sure how that happened. That's really weird. Where did you get up to? Well, I'll go back to the bit where I think it was, because it did make a sound, and I did come to check it, but I wasn't quite sure. So we were at the roots, our energetic roots were at the core of the earth, and we visualized that we're wrapping those roots around the very core of the earth. We give it a little tug to make sure it's secure, and then now you can take your energy, your awareness slowly back up through the layers, all the way back up to your feet, your body, and you can visualize that your root chakra, the energetic spinning wheel of the chakra, is much like an aperture lens on a camera, and that you open it up to allow more light in, more exposure. And you can visualize that we allow ourselves to receive the nourishment of the earth energy all the way coming up through our body into our heart. Good. All right, let's slowly release that. I'm a little bit mindful that it's a bit too much. So you can come down. We're going to move into a little bit of a heart opening posture now. We might just do, how much time have we got? Let's actually just work seated, and then we'll use our cushion. So just working with a little side stretch here. So one hand out to the side, and then sweeping up with the other hand, breathing in. And then exhale down to the other side, breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Other side. We're going to come into the W. Okay, big breath in, then exhale to one side. Inhale to the front, exhale to the other. Inhale. You're breathing in. One more on each side. And then coming back to, all right, so let's just lie down now. So I'm going to use just this big cushion. And if you like, you can do butterfly legs. If not, just straighten them out and just allow yourself. Now, some of you might find that it's a bit much on the neck. And if you need an extra little support there, or you can just slide yourself up a bit more. And just taking a few moments here, just allowing that whole of the heart space. Just open up to the sky. And just taking some nice big deep breaths. Really allow the breath to come into the lungs, expanding into the lungs, the chest. And if you can, also the belly. Make little exhale sounds if that feels good for you. Really allowing the resonance of your heart to be felt. And sometimes making sound is just a really good way just to help attune to our heart. Nice big breaths. couple more breaths there. And I think it's a really beautiful practice when we take these gorgeous big breaths into our heart space to really just feel a deep sense of thanks for receiving the energy into the heart. Feeling a sense of deep gratitude for this time for the self, for showing up and being present, for being a witness. All right. So now just use your hands to slowly lift yourself up, and we're gonna just slide the cushion away. We're gonna come back down onto our back. That's the final part, happy baby pose. Now, we're doing this just to invoke a little bit of joyfulness and fun and play. So just don't be too serious with it. Just imagine that you're a giggling baby, happy baby. And even if you just visualize, the babies that you sense. And this is a really important thing for us to sort of be able to forget about the seriousness of life. And just for a moment, just let all of the woes fall away and just be left with that innocence and that lovely divine presence of a young child, just happy with life. If you like, you can bring the legs together and just rock and roll a little bit. That feels nice for you. Always fun to have lots of fun trying to come up onto my bottom. Again, not taking it too seriously, just playing, just like we would if you're a child. Good. Just do that a few times. And then when you're ready, I want you to come up to sitting in meditation posture. We've got 5 minutes left. Any comfortable posture. If it needs to be on a chair, that is fine. And just bring your hands to your heart, whichever posture here works best for you, Anjali, or just hands flat on the heart space. And just allow the mouth to come into a smile. You might be able to feel the presence of a little bit more energy in the heart space after inviting our awareness and our breath into that area. And then even just imagine that you are walking down a set of stairs and it's dark. So it's dark all around you. And at the other end of the stairs, you know that there's some light there. So you can see a little bit of the sort of shape of the sort of tunnel that you're descending down. And you can see this like sort of dim light reflecting at the end. And this light represents the sort of spirit, your heart song, that beautiful, unique you. So you were walking down the stairs, getting closer and closer, the light's becoming brighter, until eventually you arrive into like a cave-like space, and it's a beautiful, it's dark, but you can just, there's a fire in the middle, and there's around the edges, there's a seat, just made out of the earth. And it's inviting you to just come and stay and be present. And in your mind, just observing that fire, the flame. No other sounds, no other distractions. Just feeling at peace, being present, dwelling in the heart space, in the stillness. And perhaps as you stare into that fire, you might even recall yourself as a young human being here on this planet. Perhaps you can recall being an infant or a child. And imagine that that part of you is here with you right now, just staring into this fire that we might want to think of as the spirit of our heart, the seat of our soul. And know deep within you that each and every heart, what we call the anahata chakra in yoga, this means that which beats without having to, have two strings meeting. Just like an instrument would need the strings to meet and produce a sound, the human heart doesn't require that, because it already is. The spirit is the heart that creates the frequency. And as you sit here looking at the fire, in your innocence, and just know that you are here connected with your soul, and perhaps even able to tune into your soul's highest vision, your highest timeline. And if nothing clear comes into your mind, just trust and know that you are able to align to your true purpose, your true nature. And ask yourself, what does it feel like even just to be in this moment? Does it feel bliss, peace? Do you feel love, joy, gratitude, connection? Sometimes in the absence of those, we can just consciously think of those. We can create the frequency. When you're ready, we're going to complete our practice now. We'll just chant one Om, but we're going to complete it with an Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This means peace. Om, peace, peace, peace. The first piece is peace within. The second is peace around us. And then the third is peace for the whole of the earth or the universe. So when you're ready, take a breath in. Om. Another breath. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om. Bring your hands up to your forehead. Maybe have clarity in our perception. Hands at the throat. Maybe have truth in our expression. And then hands at the heart. May we feel joy. Namaste. Thank you.